So it's early in the morning, like 9:30, and I'm keeping my voice down because I'm at the library. And I'm in the cafe, and I have to admit to you that, unlike my usual self, I hardly ever have a cup of coffee, but it was one of those mornings that it just felt like I was doing it out of love, to get some work done, give my cells a little bit of a boost, although a stimulant boost, which isn't the best. But as you can see, it's a really good looking cup of coffee, cinnamon and honey. So I'm gonna go on the Squarespace website, start developing an Urban Cowboys webpage where we can have a link for people to donate, and just a description of our mission and a bio section for both of us. So I'll keep you updated throughout the day. So I just spent about 2 hours at the library. I'm actually almost just headed out through an emergency exit in my euphoric state, sort of not exactly aware of very specific things right now because I'm on this euphoric high of what I just accomplished here. So I'm in this like almost tunnel vision state where I feel very focused and very alert and very alive, and this is why, because it started out this morning as this altruistic, I'm going to help the Urban Cowboys. I'm going to help this cause that's greater than myself. I'm going to help me and Kyle. I'm going to help both of us, attract and manifest all that we want in relationship to this Urban Cowboys idea that we have, by creating a website through Squarespace. And it then kind of turned into this self-preservation mindset. I all of a sudden got into this, like, in a great way, in a really good way, sort of an intensity where I started really being able to not articulate verbally, but type. It was just flowing through me. I was able to describe myself in this really clear way. For once in really a long time that I can remember, I haven't been able to necessarily express my good qualities. That's always been something that I've struggled with, expressing like that I really think I am something worthy in this world because I'm me. I offer something that no one else in this world offers. And that uniqueness started flowing through me, so I began to jot down. I ended up with a entire Word document, almost a page of writing. So about 1,000 words of just my biography, my history, my skills, my credentials on paper, but also what I have to offer in terms of this business that I want to start, which might be called something like Inspired Movement. I want to show people how they can do off-the-grid type exercises, body weight calisthenics, just to get stronger in their physical body, but also in their mentality and their spirituality, and show people how the mind and body and soul are all interconnected, and help people branch out to the fullest expression of their personality, which I think right now I really feel like I'm branched out, and way more than I was before I started taking the mind-body-soul connection seriously. So what started as I'm going to make an Urban Cowboys website turned into me basically writing down, what might read as the first few pages of a autobiography. Like what I've done up to this point in my life, what education I've had, but also what real world experience I've had that might convince people that they could, if not hire me, at least connect with me and seek out my guidance. I feel confident for the first time in my life in offering my services to the world, and I'm not going to belittle myself by saying, oh, I'm no expert, I'm no research scientist, because those are just words and labels. And if you look at me, I'm a living result of 2 years of really focusing on personal development. And each year that goes by, I hope to just accrue more and more and more of these benefits, and then help other people accrue more and more of these benefits. But you got to start somewhere, right? I actually just picked up two. I guess it kind of went along with this mentality that you kind of got to like put yourself out there and like become more confident in yourself, and understand there's gonna be ups and downs. And there's a female UFC fighter named Ronda Rousey who I, for some reason, just am really drawn to. I first heard her actually through the Entourage movie. She played herself in the movie, and in the movie she gets in this like scruffle with one of the characters, Turtle, who basically, makes a bet with her that if he can last 30 seconds in the ring with her, then she has to go on a date with him. And he ends up lasting 30 seconds, but he nearly gets his arm broken off. An arm bar by this immensely strong woman. And I'll try to get this book in the shot, but it's called, I don't even know what it's called. I can't even really tell what the title is, because as you can see, there's just all these words. I think it's called just Rousey, or Rousey. I'm not sure how to say her last name. But I'll read you what's on the inside of the book. And I know that I can deal when things are bad. I can come back when things are at their worst. I'm not afraid of losing all my money or losing my career, because I know I'm capable of living in my car and rising up. Once you've conquered the worst things that could happen, there's no need to fear the unknown. The fight is yours to win. And those words are no more relevant, really, now than they're more relevant now than they could ever be for me, because I'm about to go get on a bike with very little savings, and just the faith in my fellow urban cowboy Kyle and myself, and get out and start cycling across the country and build a grassroots movement, just for health and wellness in this world, and try to integrate these ideas into communities that need them, without a specific focus on any age group or any demographic, just anybody who's interested and committed to health. Really just going out there and providing hard-hitting messages, and just showing people how it's really kind of easy and affordable to be healthy. It doesn't take any money to drink water. It doesn't take any money to meditate. It doesn't take any money to get down on the ground and do a yoga pose or push-ups or pull-ups. It doesn't take any money to go hiking in nature. It doesn't really take any money to do anything that's good for you. Most of the time we spend money on things that are bad for us. So it's like the ease and affordability of healthy living. We're going to be living examples of that. And I guess that rant is over. Yeah, catch up with you later in the day here. I'm out in beautiful Westport, and actually the tide, when I came, there was hardly no water in this river here when I came into the library. Now there's lots of ducks swimming on it, and there's families out because it's later in the afternoon, and it's a beautiful sunny day in Connecticut. On my last here in Connecticut, but I love it for what it is and what I've gotten out of it. Yeah, so I'm about to get on my bike and head wherever the day takes me and live off whatever the day provides. So peace out. Hopefully I'll talk to you later in the day. Like a bridge over troubled waters. Seriously, I dare anyone to find something more American than this. Post a picture in the comments. Hey, so Mr. Cow, would you recommend consumption of dairy products. So I'm not going to be a peaceful yogi about this because there's no peace without justice, okay? Please see if you don't already somehow, in some inconceivable way, if you don't already know this. The health of the environment is the health of you. How many times have you sung along to the Bob Marley song, One Love? It's all one. If you throw something like this out, literally every single person knows of the cliche that you should cut these rings so that it doesn't suffocate to death some fish that thinks it's a little squirmy jellyfish. Every single person knows that. Don't tell me you don't know that. If you can't even do that one step, you gotta do so many things to buy this, and you can't do the one thing to prevent it from causing harm to one of the wildlife species in the ocean. You throw this out the window and I find it on the side of the road, I'm not gonna be peaceful about it. Anyway, as I get back home and indulge in my very makeshift lunch of delicious salsa flavored refried beans from Trader Joe's and some hummus and bread dunkers, I just want to remind you that just like when you're up against Ronda Rousey, if you pick a fight with somebody that's bigger and badder than you, you are going to get your ass handed to you. So, just like there's a stereotype that men are inherently stronger than women, and this is proven wrong by someone like Ronda Rousey, the thought that mankind is stronger than the environment, well, I think the hurricanes and great monsoons and mudslides and climate change and all this stuff shows us that we are nothing in comparison to the forces of nature and will inevitably die out if we don't learn to live as one.